Bros and hoes, you're listening to Your Favorite Thing podcast with
Wells and Brandi. I brought my bell with me to New York.
Wow, that is commitment. I am impressed.
Yeah, someone's got to care. Speaking of caring,
Gonna be me.
it's not going to be you. Bachelorette. Jen's journey to find love continues down under in Melbourne.
If I hear the word Melbourne one more fucking time on this show, is it just me or do they say it like way more than they would normally say a destination's name?
I agree, and I also feel like it's like a bad bit that like some producer was like, you got to call it Melbourne, and then they kept on doing it because when you hear the the people from Melbourne say it, they don't say Melbourne.
No.
They say Melbourne. 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 I don't even know.
I don't think that's quite it either.
I don't know.
But I don't need to hear the city name ever again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we're good. We know where you guys are. We get it.
Yeah. And here's another thing I don't need to hear anymore, guys. Keeping the main thing the main thing. If I hear keeping the main thing one more time, the main thing's going to be up your fucking ass, man. And the main thing's my size 11 boot. Stop saying that. Everyone's saying it too. I want the drinking game needs to be drink every time you hear the main thing's the main thing.
Yeah.
So the main thing is Jen. Is that what the main thing is?
These boys.
I'm going to say something a little controversial.
Okay. I love that.
I don't know if I like any of these guys.
I know. I don't really. There's a couple that like I like, but that's because I haven't heard them speak very much. You know what I mean?
Yes. The less they speak, the more I like.
Exactly.
All right. Well, let's keep the main thing and talk about the Bachelorette. We're still down in Melbourne. It opens with a viewer discretion advisory for a douchey workout scene, which is great. Actually, it's very funny. I got to say. I enjoyed that part of it, and I'm like, ooh, okay. Because you're like, oh my God, is this going to be an episode where they talk about bullying and we got to like put a suicide hotline number up or something, when they always do that shit, and you're like, Jesus, what's going to happen here? But now it's a joke, and I appreciate that. Mm-hmm. And then, okay, so we get that. So we're off and running with the joke, and then establishing shot. A Marriott. Getting that Marriott money, I see, Bachelorette. Yeah. We're not fucking around with the Four Seasons. Not even a Hilton.
No.
We're going straight to the bottom. We're going Marriott.
I personally feel like Marriott is a step above Hilton.
Oh, you do?
I think Hiltons are trash.
I don't know the hierarchy of hotels.
Oh, there's some nice Marriotts out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, they're here
for the
stay.
They got that Mormon money,
Is that right?
Yeah, there's Mormon Bible in the Marriott desks.
Well, all I know is we're here for the stay. I think that's their slogan.
Don't know.
Yeah. So there's a date card, and Devin thinks he's getting a one-on-one, and it's like, Dev, I hate to say this to you, the best we can do for you is a 2-on-1. Okay. Mm-hmm. But Spencer gets the one-on-one. Mm-hmm. Here's a bold statement. Okay. I think he looks more handsome with the glasses on.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Keep the glasses on, Spence.
Without the glasses on, though, you can see he's got really pretty eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they like glisten. They're like sparkly.
So Spence dog gets the one-on-one. Apparently they saved money on the hotel so they could spend it on the date because this is a pretty dope-ass date, I got to say. Mm-hmm. They're getting into a helicopter. Everyone's really sticking to the Melbourne pronunciation, I see.
Yes, they are.
And then it comes to the tough conversation that we have to have. Mm-hmm. That Spencer's ex is a harlot.
Yep.
She's a no-good two-timing hooah. Mm-hmm. You're a slut, Sybil Ann. You're a slut.
Oh, my God.
Oh, it's so funny because it's like, so your big thing is you've been cheated on?
No, I know.
Hey,
I'm not trying to belittle your trauma. However, we've all been fucking cheated on, okay?
Oh, every last one of us.
So.
But it's fine. Listen, everyone's got to, like, when I was on the show, I'm thinking, could I have used that one? Because
yeah, you could have, I'm sure.
I could be like, JoJo, I got to tell you. I was cheated on. And I mean, at least he was engaged. Like at least
True.
like so
True.
it is a little worse, you know?
I agree.
But now I'm like, Spence, I need to hear the rest of this story. Where did she go on vacation? Was this a bachelorette party? Did she fuck the stripper?
Possible.
You know?
Yeah.
Did she go down under and then meet the thunder from down under and then fuck one of those dudes?
Well, you can meet the thunder down under in Las Vegas, so maybe that's what happened.
That might be it right there. All right, so then we have a group date where we meet the thunder from down under.
Yes, we do.
I feel like if you're going to try some crazy move where you're doing like a flip into like a scorpion
it was pretty intense.
move, you should do that, you know, on some pads or something. Especially if like you haven't warmed up the wrists.
Yeah.
But old Sam Menn isn't going to be able to jerk off for a while because he pulled that wrist. Something happened. He sprained the wrist. And then he starts freaking out.
I thought it was his thumb.
I don't know what it was.
I think it was his thumb.
Yeah, but he's in trouble now, boys. And he's freaking out for no fucking reason whatsoever. I do like... So there's just one part where Jen's like, you know, it's not about the pecs. It's not about the abs. And then it's cue, scroll down Devin's body to his little pooch of a belly.
That is not nice. Take it back.
It's so mean.
You're terrible.
I didn't do it. I didn't edit it. I wasn't in the control room being like, all right, now pan down to his fucking belly. Nailed it. Great. All right. Why didn't do it? Just because I'm the one pointing it out doesn't make me the bad guy. Okay? But also hilarious and so mean.
So mean.
You know what's funny is that like they'll send out a thing being like, hey, every season, would you guys mind like making a video? I actually need to make one before like the end of the month. And they'll be like, hey, will you make a video like telling Bachelor Nation to like not be bullies on social media and like remember that these are people too and that they're very brave for going on this adventure, and like when you read the comments, the DMs, it can be really hurtful. So like, you know, try to be a human, Bachelor Nation, yada yada yada. And I'm like, absolutely, I would love to do that. But then you guys pull this shit where you're just like, let's fat shame this fucking kid.
Oh.
Okay. So basically it's like we're going to fuck with them, but we need you guys to make sure that no one's mean to them.
Right.
Yeah. No accountability whatsoever, but hey.
I like Devin, and I thought he was so confident on that day, and I was just proud of him, and I just think he's my favorite.
Yeah.
Right now.
Sam Menn's freaking out. I don't know why. He seems like he's in good shape.
Both the Sams just need to go.
The Sams.
The two Sams are they're my least favorite right now.
Yeah. So Sam N doesn't want to strip.
Yep.
So he decides to stop the entire thing.
It doesn't work out for him. Doesn't go well.
Doesn't.
That was very awkward.
And then he tells her that he's falling in love with her,
which is ridiculous.
It's a little early. We're still in Melbourne, all right? But I do like the fact that he's keeping the main thing. So that's good. Devin has the conversation with her about his body dysmorphia.
Poor guy.
And I feel like it's one of the most awkward kisses I've seen in a very long time.
Really?
I thought it was awkward, no?
It was fine. I mean, there's a lot of awkward kisses on this show.
Yeah.
I thought it wasn't one of the worst I've seen.
So Sam and the other Sam and Thomas are hating on Sam N for confessing his love to her in front of everybody real early. And guess who gets to be the knight in shining armor?
Who?
It's Devin. Do you think that Devin really wants to defend Sam N, or do you think that Devin wants to fucking talk shit to the other Sam and Thomas?
I think he probably wants to talk shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like this is one of those rare opportunities on the show where I think everyone's wrong. Is that weird?
I mean, no, it's not.
Yeah, like
I kind of agree.
Everyone's annoying a little bit.
But I do feel like Devin this episode, I felt like Devin was handling it way better than the other two.
Yeah, maybe so.
The Sam guy, the blonde one,
yeah,
laughing at inappropriate times. He looks like a fucking sociopath.
I know, but
It's giving sociopath.
Jen really likes this guy,
which
though.
is also just more so giving sociopath, because sociopaths convince people, they manipulate them and thinking they're one person and like they're secretly psychotic.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to go ahead and call him a sociopath, but all I know is that she is really into it. She wants to break herself off a piece of that Sam.
She shouldn't.
You think he's making it to Fantasy Suite just so she can see if the?
I really hope not.
If the deep Dickin's good,
he might, but like, I don't know. He's coming off pretty crazy to me this so early that I don't know if he's going to be able to keep the facade together that long.
Yeah.
I
don't know. All right, so Devin gets the rose.
Love that for him.
So all you got to do is...
Because you know why it was so fucking great? Because
why?
that other little Tweedledum guy, what's his name?
Thomas
was like, yeah, I think that whoever gets this rose, it's really going to be a reflection of the type of man that she's looking for.
Mm-hmm.
And he won, you know what I mean? And he said that because he really thought it was going to be one of the two of them, which is absolutely nuts. And so I loved when Devin brought it home and circled the comeback. And it was like, I think Thomas said it best. It really is just a reflection of the man that she's looking for. And I was like, yes, Devin, thank you for being the bigger man in the moment and not sinking low. But then you got the rose and now you're just throwing his words back at him, and I fucking loved it.
Is Devin like this season's Maria, where like,
kinda.
You're like, are you the villain or are you the good guy?
Yeah.
Do we
I think
not
so.
like you or do we like you?
I like Devin.
I like Devin too.
Mm-hmm.
I like everybody. Actually, no, I hate everybody. I hate everybody.
You hate everyone.
I like everybody and I hate everybody.
Yeah.
So the next thing we find out is that Aaron is a pilot and he wants to be the next Top Gun.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to be Tom Cruise.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to be Mav.
Yep.
And he's got to decide if he wants to stay here with Jen or go pursue his dreams of being...
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
If you thought this was a possibility, why would you sign up to go on this show?
I was thinking the same thing.
Like, you had to have known that this could happen.
Yeah.
So, seems... kind of weird.
Well, if he had like a really strong connection, maybe he would have foregone his dreams.
But he shouldn't have. He shouldn't forgo his dreams.
So
my whole thing is like, why'd you sign up for the show to begin with? It just seems a little weird to me.
My thought is that it was like, well, I might have to do this, but I probably won't, and we rolled the dice on it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so then we go to the Days of Thunder. We go to another Tom Cruise movie. We go from Top Gun, we go to Days of Thunder now, and now it's a driving date, and no one can drive stick shift, which is embarrassing to me.
It's embarrassing, but also Aaron was all bragging, like, I'm the only one that knows how to do this, and he came in second?
I know. Hold on, we don't ruin it.
That is so embarrassing.
I know. Can you drive stick?
No.
Oh.
It's kind of crazy that I didn't ever learn, but I've never had a manual vehicle to learn on.
What about a motorcycle?
I can ride a dirt bike, which is manual.
Yeah, to change
but
gears.
It's different. It's a little different, though.
Not really.
There's no, like, what's that thing called? Gear shifter?
Yeah.
It's like all with your feet, It's like a little bit different.
Yeah, but it's the same concept.
I know, it is, but it is a little different.
Clutch.
Yeah.
Ease the clutch out.
Yeah, but the clutch is your hand, and it's just different.
Yeah, okay, I'm telling you, if you can ride a motorcycle,
you think I can do it?
100%. It's the exact same thing.
All right.
It's actually easier in a car, I think.
Oh, fascinating. Okay.
Because it's your feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Anyways, it's embarrassing to me that like these grown men don't know. Like we need to. This is the problem with the country right here.
The country.
Yeah, we have gotten away from learning how to drive manual transmissions.
Yeah.
But I get it. Like, they don't even sell them anymore, which is so dumb. Like, you can buy a Porsche. If you buy a new Porsche, you can't get it manual transmission. What's the point of having a sports car if it doesn't have manual transmission? Oh, I don't want to get off my soapbox here.
Okay.
Anyways, no one can drive stick. The first guy, I don't even know his name. He's funny. He's got really big eyes. He's terrible. He's just slow. He does the entire thing in first gear. That's so funny.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
That is hilarious.
Then Jeremy goes and he stops just so he can make out with her.
Mm-hmm.
Genius idea, I tell
smart,
you.
Yep.
Genius.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, you know what? Fuck it. I might not win anyways, but
I'm gonna get.
Yeah. I loved
My
it.
7 minutes in heaven is what
Really?
I'm going to do.
Exactly. Jeremy's a smart man.
He is.
All that about Aaron being
Oof.
the only one who's driven on the right side of the
Oh
or
my
the
God.
left side of the road, a right side drive, and knew how to drive stick. Freaking Austin wins.
I like Austin. He's cute.
I like him too.
Yeah, I like his little mullet haircut's cute.
Okay, so I guess that just happens, right? And
Mm-hmm.
then we're in another rose ceremony, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Aaron's got to drop a bomb. It's like he came into a party, farted, crop dusted, and then left.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
mm-hmm.
he crop dusted, then bailed. So he comes in. He goes, "Hey, listen, I got to chase my dreams. I got to be Maverick from Top Gun, and I got to leave." I kind of was annoyed that he didn't give her the opportunity to be like, "Hey, so do you think there's something here?"
I know.
That's what I would have done, because then she'd have been like, "No," and then I'm like, "Okay, see you
And
later."
Then he didn't have to be such the bad guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
But he didn't do that. He's just like, "Hey, listen, I'm gonna go." Doesn't whatever. And then he goes, "Just so you know, there's some guys here, not for the right reasons. I'm going to tell you this little piece of information, but I'm not going to tell you who I fucking think is a piece of shit, because I don't want to do that." Which is kind of shittier than just being
agree.
honest about it.
I agree.
But Jen, this is the first we've seen Jen be pissed.
I know. I liked it.
You like little spitfire?
Yeah, girl.
Jen?
You put them in their place. You tell them like it is.
She comes in there and she's like, "Motherfuckers, what's going on here? This is some bullshit."
Mm-hmm.
What I found was very funny, because then people come and talk to her, right? And she's like kind of inquisitive, but she really wants to know if they were rattled by her speech. She keeps on asking, "Were you rattled by my speech?" And they're like, "Nah, I don't know."
They're like, "No,
not really. You're
4 feet tall,
5'1".
Like, no, we're good.
No, not at
I
all.
put you in my pocket. We're chill.
Oh God. Anyways, so yeah, I mean, like, she's got, like, if you deduce, right? So like you find out that Sam, the Sam that you don't like, you find out that Sam was friends with Aaron.
Sam, but to be clear, but yeah.
Yeah. But the one you think's a narcissist.
Yes.
You find out that Sam
Aaron.
and Aaron were friends.
Right.
And so Jen, it's got to be like, okay, so who doesn't Sam like?
No, I know.
It's Devin.
Exactly.
What are we doing here?
Mm-hmm.
There's a part of me that's like, and it's fun. I guess you can find it out or whatever. But there's parts of me that's like, I wish I was there as the bartender in these situations where I could be like, okay, hold on. Let's just fucking think this through.
Let's work this out.
Yeah. We can do it together.
Right.
Like,
you'd be great at that.
I know. Jen, come on, kid. We know. And also, Jen, you know it's Devin.
Mm-hmm.
You already know this. But you're pot committed because you already gave him the rose because he said he was a fat kid.
I like Devin.
I know you do.
I think Sam's the one that needs to fucking go.
I know.
But he won't, because she's dickmatized.
She is dickmatized.
Remember that one? Let's bring that one back.
I know.
Dickmatized, for sure. Yep.
Yeah. Well, Sam Man's putting the pussy on a pedestal. And Jen's dickmatized by the other Sam.
Yep.
Can't put the pussy on a pedestal. You know?
Oh,
all right. So I want them to be leaving Melbourne now.
Same. Because I never want to hear it again.
Please go somewhere else.
Yeah.
That's kind of the episode. Thoughts, concerns, questions?
Let's get Sam out of here. Both the Sams. Let's get him out of here.
Yeah.
I need to see more from, like, Grant. Seems so sweet.
Yeah.
And Dylan, I really like. Like, I need to see some from these guys that are just quieter, because I just feel like they're better dudes.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get that.
Yeah.
My thought is it's gonna be one of those things of the first couple episodes are all of this kind of bullshit, and I think Sam, Thomas, Devin, they're not long for this world.
No,
they're not. Maybe Sam.
Maybe Sam because of the dickmatizing.
Because of the dickmatizing, yes.
Yeah.
Dickmatizing it's a real thing.
It is a real thing.
Yeah. Have you ever been dickmatized?
I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's tough. Now, when you get dickmatized, is it the dick that does the dickmatizing, or is it the
Sometimes
big dick energy that does the dickmatizing?
Sometimes it's the dick.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Just
I mean,
the
in this
dick.
case, obviously it's not because no fantasy suites yet. But
Yeah.
yeah,
She's feeling. She knows what's going on down there.
yeah.
I think.
Well, he was grinding on top of
Yeah,
her,
of course.
asking her to be his girlfriend, which I hated that entire interaction. But
Yeah.
yeah,
You just don't like him.
No.
I'm sure he's a lovely human.
No,
Don't
think so.
But he might have that big dick energy.
He might.
That's it. That's all I got.
I think that's enough.
I feel like this is an interesting season where I feel like I'm 3 episodes in and I don't have any inkling of who's going to win this thing. And I don't know I feel like I know anyone's name.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
But as long as we keep the main thing,
That's right.
then we'll be fine.
We'll be all good.
We'll be all gravy, baby.
This podcast has been brought to you by Podcast Nation.